Across the endless multiverse, the fracture is spreading. A hairline crack in reality growing everywhere at once. While one world sees a road melt into lava and another watches a dog rewrite a bank robbery, a different corner of existence is stirring, where the dead are refusing to stay buried. In a rain-soaked city, an old cemetery clings to a hillside. Crooked tombstones lean like tired teeth, and a crumbling chapel stands guard. Tonight, the clouds hang low and heavy, trapping the smell of damp earth and wilting flowers. Zombie Boy sits on a cracked tomb, his hoodie pulled up. He doesn't feel the cold. He hasn't needed to sleep, eat, or drink in a very long time. Once, he was just a kid in the wrong place during a strange outbreak. He should have died. Instead, he woke up in the morgue with a dead heart, but a working mind. He soon discovered his curse had two sides. He could turn the living into zombies with a single touch. But he also learned, after a desperate fight, that he could turn the undead back into the living. Since then, he's been hiding, trying not to touch anyone at all. Suddenly, the fracture rolls through the world like a silent shockwave. Zombie Boy feels the earth itself seem to take a deep breath. The chapel doors creak open, and the eternal medium steps out into the dark. He's spent centuries bringing the dead back for a final word, a last goodbye. Death is his language. Ghosts are his neighbors. Immortality was his price for reaching too deep into the veil to save a child. Now, the dead won't let go of their favorite translator. He's felt the fracture for days, voices overlapping, timelines crossing. But tonight, something else is calling him. Something wrapped, something hungry. The ground trembles. From the oldest part of the cemetery, a mausoleum door explodes outward in a flurry of glowing paper. Strips of mystical toilet tissue coil through the air like serpents, forming a swirling vortex. The mummy unknown steps out. It's a tall, gaunt frame wrapped entirely in yellowed toilet paper covered in shifting runes. Its eyes burn with a sickly green glow from deep shadowed sockets. To the mummy, the fracture felt like freedom. Its bindings were meant to hold it still, but now they obey its will. Toilet paper across the entire city vanishes from its holders, flowing through drains and vents as shimmering rivers of white that converge on the cemetery, wrapping around their master. The hillside is quickly covered in drifting streams of enchanted paper. The eternal medium stops, staring. That, he murmurs to the night, is new. Zombie Boy drops from his tomb, eyes wide. If the mummy wakes the entire graveyard, this world will drown in an army of fast, wrapped undead. He steps forward, and the mummy's glowing gaze locks onto him. For the first time in ages, Zombie Boy feels seen as something like kin. The eternal medium moves to stand between them. I know what you are, he calls out. An old binding given a new mind. This isn't your fight. But the mummy raises an arm, and paper whips outward, yanking stone crosses from the earth. It will not go back. Zombie Boy makes his choice. He runs at the mummy, dodging snapping rolls of paper. Strips catch his arms and legs, but he doesn't get tired. He just keeps tearing through. The eternal medium raises his hands, chanting words that twist the air. Ghosts rise from their graves, pressing against the mummy's wrappings, trying to pull memories back through the paper. The creature thrashes, growing larger as more tissue streams in from the city. Supermarket aisles empty and public toilets go bare. Finally, Zombie Boy reaches the creature's chest. He grabs the papery layers and bites. Rot and magic flood his mouth, but beneath it he tastes a pulse, a flash of a scared priest who volunteered to be buried to contain a curse. His power surges, running in reverse. The mummy's closest layers brown and crumble away. The glowing glyphs dim. The eternal medium seizes the opening, calling to the priest's spirit, offering a choice. Remain trapped or step free. A faint, flickering human shape appears inside the mummy. Let me go. His voice echoes in their minds. Zombie Boy bites again, his power ripping the undeath from the ancient bindings. The eternal medium pulls the priest's spirit free, and the mummy unknown collapses into a swirling storm of inert paper that scatters like a blizzard. On the hillside, the rain falls lightly as the priest's ghost smiles and dissolves into the mist, finally released. Zombie Boy stands panting, not from exhaustion, but from the weight of what he just did. The eternal medium looks at him with respect. "You're not just a curse," he says. "You're an antidote." He rests a hand on Zombie Boy's shoulder. "Stay. Help me. We can fix more than we break." For the first time since he woke up in the morgue, Zombie Boy hears an offer that isn't fear. Its purpose. He slowly nods. The dead are no longer just a threat. They have guardians. To see how the fracture awakens powers of plague and eggs in a quiet rural town, be sure to catch episode 4, The Plague of Eggs. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.